What is up, everybody? We are back, hooked up to the belt trailer. Going up to Fairmont, Nebraska this morning. I had to take care of some personal stuff earlier this morning, otherwise I'd already be up there. But yeah, we're going up to Fairmont, picking up some, I believe, MDG, going to Potwin, Kansas. Luckily my dispatcher was nice enough. He gave me a full week's itinerary, which is, you know, always helpful. I appreciate it. It definitely makes it a lot easier. After that, we're picking up some Jip, taking that up to Ome and Wathena. And then we're bouncing down to pick up Cottonseed. Yay. I love bouncing. But sadly, this week is another short week for me. I gotta go play soldier yet again. I know, not like I just did that, gotta do it again. It's a good time. It's really not as bad as I make it out to be, but after almost 12 years, you kind of get tired of have to plan around it. But it is what it is. Had a comment on my last video saying that they liked the first person and that the video length was okay, even though it was like an hour and a half long. I was kind of surprised. I thought that was going to be a kind of a complaint, because I know some people like their 15-20 minute videos and some people like them longer. I mean, I follow a lot of guys like Vice Grip Garage and whatnot that, you know, they have hour, 2 hour, 3 hour long videos once in a while, and I mean, they're quite successful. So maybe that's what I need to do more often. I am going to do more of the short clips and put them all together to make videos rather than trying to do time-lapse videos, primarily because I got to figure something out that works for YouTube, because my last 2 videos now I've gotten copyright strict, or I've gotten flagged for being copywritten, even though it's music off of a editing website or editing app that I use. It's supposed to be free, so it doesn't make sense to me. So I'm going to try to avoid dead space and anywhere that I can really put music, and try to stick to no music content. It sucks, but it is what it is. Get on the road here and yeah, see y'all up in Fairmont, Nebraska. Alright, so we're getting up here to Fairmont, picking up some MDG, some wet distiller's grain, basically. Usually doesn't take too long to get loaded. Just kind of depends on how busy they are. From the looks of it, they're not that busy, which is kind of nice. A lot of times there's corn trucks back clear out here to the road. Luckily, even if there is corn trucks, they're able to go right around them. It's not a big deal. here though, go ahead and get the tarp opened up. Do all the fun stuff. I don't know who dumped a bunch of stuff on the ground, but kind of messed up. Nice old Freightliner. Old classic. Okay, picked it up. 1, 0. Can't see my screen on my load. Nope. Actually. 30. Yep, sure. Yep. Yeah, sure. Yep. Onward and forward to the skill. Now once I get up here to actually get loaded, I won't be able to do the first person stuff obviously, but mainly because they've been throwing a fit about me recording here. And they threatened to kick me off this place. So, clearly, I'm still recording, but I just won't have a head cam on. I'll have to just do my normal view. I'm sure there's other drivers that see me with my head cam on. They're like, what in the hell is this guy doing? So much heavier with this thing on. These belt trailers weigh a lot. Proceed to wedge pad. I will say, like, the only bad part about MDG at this place is, well, last I knew, their scale didn't work. Their roads are still rough, that's fun, but their scale didn't work. I was told it possibly works again, but so you're just running off of your personal scales. There's been a couple times I've left this place 95,000 pounds. I mean, past about 95, usually I'll dump a little off because you're getting into blowing bags and stuff like that. I ain't trying to do all that. Like, I'm trying to keep my job as much as possible. I know some guys, they'll leave here six digits like it's nothing, but not me. Kind of like being able to run. I say that, but yet if I pick up like chicken litter, something like chicken litter, yeah, I'll leave farm sites at like 100, 105, do it all day long. I don't know why, but with the MDG, I won't. I think mainly it's because I know I'm going to be rolling down the highway where DOT is a little bit more present. Chicken litter, I can take a lot of backside roads where they're not looking at us as much. Try to avoid those holes as much as possible. So you go that way, and there's a overhead over there that you load DDG out of, which is just dried distiller's grain. We're picking up modified or wet. Oh yeah, you tamp that dirt. You tamp it real good. I'm hoping that even though I'm going to be losing the time-lapse stuff, that I can do this, or just me talking about whatever nonsense goes on in my mind at that time, that I can start putting out a little bit longer videos and make still quality content for you people that actually watch the stuff. This is the wet pad. It's just, there's be a loader inside there. They load your trailer. Pretty simple. But I'm gonna jump off here because the loader is coming up behind me. Well, he's in that building still, but and we will. I'll get back with you when I'm loaded. Yep. What day then? I might be a little overweight. Not too bad though. Not enough to worry about. Okay, what's going on here? Somebody can't figure out the scale? Doesn't make any sense. It's state-of-the-art equipment. Goodness gracious. Might be asking why I'm leaving such a gap. It's in case somebody comes in, they can loop and make that turn, have plenty of room. Whatnots. 2% rule. I can't say much. I've messed up at the scale house first couple times I came here. Didn't realize I printed 2 copies. Gotta have 2 copies, otherwise you're not gonna get paid. And I do enjoy getting paid. Very much so. Very much. Alright, so we are loaded, tarped up, got our paperwork. Now we're just gonna cruise on south of Potwin. It's about 229 miles. Be there about 6 o'clock tonight. It won't be too bad. And we gotta be in Sun City in the morning. Yeah, easy load. Pretty easy week, honestly. Who's coming? Who got the blinker on? Hopefully that sounds pretty good. I don't know. That's all I was going to. Oh, it sounds good to me, that's for sure. Alright, well, we are headed south. We got a couple scout houses that technically I'm 1,000 pounds overweight, but usually they have a pretty good lead weight. You know, 12 to 1,500 over, you're fine. Especially ag trailers. We'll see. I might bounce around them, might not. I don't know yet. Alright then. Fly. been raining the last week, so I'm betting it's gonna be wet as shit down there. But I don't know. It might not be too bad. Hopefully he's just getting done. I'm gonna have to back up and give them some space here. I will check back in with you guys once these yahoos get the hell out of my way. Alright, so we are backed up to the pile here. Where the farmer that owns this place is wandering around, so if he shows back up, I might have to stop recording again, but that's alright. Get unloaded, get this trailer cleaned out. We're gonna probably stop by the house, get some food and whatnot, take a shower, and go pick up Gypsum in the morning. Those two guys that I came up on, they're part of the same company. They're actually going to be running the same loads basically the entire week, so probably be seeing them quite a bit. Told them if they don't keep the pace up though, I'm just going to pass them. I'm not waiting on them. I can't stand waiting on slow drivers. It's not fun. Push her forward. And honestly, this place wasn't that bad. I thought with all the rain that we got over the last week or so, it was going to be a muddy mess. It really wasn't too bad. Huh, see, crazy. I didn't grab my gloves, 'cause I'm an idiot. Luckily, it's supposed to rain, I think tomorrow, basically all this week, so a lot of this should get fairly cleaned off over the next few days or so. Ah, this stuff's so thick and moist. Like a kid playing his hand. I'm gonna try his plan. Keep the belt on, see how that goes. little disorientating, that's for sure. So we got unloaded, swept up. Sorry I had to cut it off there, but farmers were showing up and they stopped and talked to me for a second. I gotta drop off the paperwork real quick and then getting out of here. Coming up really nice. It's amazing how fast this stuff will grow. It's like it's overnight, just all of a sudden it's a foot and a half tall. Good morning, everyone. It's another beautiful morning. I think it's like 6 degrees outside. We're looking at rain possibly this afternoon, but not in Missouri. So that's where we're ultimately heading. We're going to go over to Sun City, get loaded with gypsum, go to Wathena, unload, and then we're bouncing 8 hours down to Modine, Missouri to pick up cottonseed again. They're not calling for rain out there, but they're calling for rain here, which is kind of our central, we're going through here constantly for like the next 3-4 days. I'm okay with it. I don't mind the rain. Alright then, let's get going. There's a group. That's fine. If I can find yours, that would be amazing. apparently, some point yesterday, one of my little side doors decided to just come wide open. Yep. I lost one of my hammers. I'm not too thrilled about it. But it is what it is. It happens. Have to pick up another one. I really need to figure out what's going on with my radio. I don't know. It worked one day, and then the next it quit. I could hear people talking, but I can't talk to people, if that makes any sense. I replaced my antenna and the base to where there's like a new washer, because I thought the washer was bad, and maybe I just need to go through and retighten all that stuff down and make sure it's got a good ground connection. But my next step is replacing the coax, because the radio works, but I can't communicate with people, and it kind of bugs me. I like being able to communicate. You know, I come from a line of shoot, move, and communicate. We're just not shooting, we're just moving and communicating. But right now I'm not communicating, so I kind of want to fix. I don't know, I gotta figure that out.
Okay.
Really hope that says 32 and not 35. So that's 35. It's a little off. Well, we made it to Sun City. We're just scaled in. We're down here and get loaded. I'll record a little bit leaving this place. We're gonna stop in Medicine Lodge. I decided to get fuel after getting loaded. That way I can get a little bit more on, less weight initially. We're not crossing any scales or anything like that when we go up to Wathena, so I'm not too worried about being heavy. I mean, DOT can stop me, but I'm usually not that far over. That's not a rock. Can you all hear me this morning?
I can hear down at the bottom. Oh, you're actually working now.
Well, that's good. I guess I know it if I'm like 5 foot away from you, you can hear me.
Gotta go old school, smoke single smoke.
We're going to chit chat. Let's go to another station. That way we're not interrupting them.
You're awfully bossy.
Truck that came in last night.
And what about the truck last night?
Truck that was behind you last night that parked. I said, did Jesse go around him?
Yeah, just behind me.
Yeah, that's what I said. Jesse went behind that, around that other dude.
Yeah, he waved me by when I pulled in.
Or what?
He waved me by when I pulled in.
Oh, no shit. That was nice of him. Well, too early. What happened?
She didn't have the scale up and going when he pulled on, so it threw it all out of whack.
Oh shit. Yeah, she got my ass one day for it. So about you stop here first. Last week just sucked balls.
Past 3 weeks been like that for me, just drill and all that nonsense. I haven't had a good week in a while, and then, well, last week I was on belly hopper. It's nice getting out to stretch those legs, but when I can make the same amount of money and be home every other night, it's kind of nice.
I hear you.
Yeah, Monday I pulled.
I'm gonna have to stop in Medicine Lodge and get fuel, since we can't get fuel at the turnpike close.
Copy that. That is a little messed up. We can't do that no more.
That was nice. The one there just outside of Emporia was like perfect distance for me. I needed fuel like right then, but I can't quite make it to Topeka.
As my old boss would say, keep your foot up the fucking throttle. You can then.
Man, it don't matter if I do 55 or 80 in this thing. I get like 4.5 miles to the gallon.
Well, I think that's a long hood problem. You know, all the long hoods get that much fucking fuel mileage.
Casey's and Lowe's is the best places for me to get fuel out of. If I get fuel out of anywhere else, like even that place there in Abilene, I'll get even worse fuel mileage.
Oh shit.
A little far. My bad. and tried to grab my tarp. Tap that, just make sure it's good and tight. I keep my RPM so damn high all the time. This truck is hot. It's got too much horsepower for the turbo, basically. And the pyro will get extremely hot. If you're not running high enough RPM, it'll melt everything down. And I don't want to do that. So I keep those RPMs up to keep the pyro temp down. Or just run drakes. That helps too. With that said, we're loaded in Sun City. We'll be facing the sun for a little while, so I don't know how much you guys are really going to be able to see anyway. So I'm going to stop at Medicine Lodge, get some fuel, and then take off to Wadena. Probably be up there 1:30-ish. And then we will get with the other two guys, and we're going down to Maltine, Missouri to pick up cottonseed. See y'all in a little bit. Alright, so I messed up. I went to go record at Ome, and apparently the video got encrypted right off the hit, and I didn't catch it. And so I recorded the whole thing for nothing. Complete waste of time. But that's, I mean, that's whatever. fine. Happens. Things happen, right? We move on. So be mad. I don't. That sucks. But we unloaded Omeg. We're currently headed to Moline. Pick up cottonseed tomorrow morning. Looks like we're going to get down there about, well, it's probably going to be closer to 11 because I'm not going to stop to get fuel. But these two Yahoos, I don't know how well you can see them. These two Yahoos in front of me. That guy. That guy. Not the truck. Don't look at that guy. Not that guy. That guy, that guy. We're all running together on this one. It was kind of fun. But, yeah, we're scooting, doing the things and stuff. Sorry I didn't get the Jeep unloaded. It's my bad. I should have caught it. Should have heard the beeps and realized that didn't sound right. And fixed it. But I did not. Okay, you picked up the lane we're gonna go into. But now I got people coming. It's fine. I'll get over it. Pretty big storms out in Kansas tonight. One of our drivers called and he got trapped in Topeka for a tornado warning. McDonald's that he stopped at wouldn't let him leave. We all kind of laughed at him. The storms have been chasing us most of the day, but they're all going to die off before they even get to us, which kind of sucks in a sense because I was hoping to get some rain because wash the trailer on all that MPG, you know, syrup stuff that I talked about. Wash all that off. But it's not gonna happen. But we're gonna get looks like we're gonna get more rain throughout the week, so it'll get washed. I have nothing else to speak about. I'm gonna get back to driving now. And we'll see you in hours, 3.5 hours or so. 198 miles, that's what I'm getting. We'll see you then to do the parking, and then I'll see you in the morning again to get loaded. Alright then. Alright, so we made it here to Moline. It's late. I mean, not that late, but a little after 11 o'clock. Yeah, we're only get a couple hours of sleep and get up tomorrow, get loaded, take off. Be in Cimarron tomorrow night, get unloaded, and then we're picking up another Jeep load going to Wathena. Easy money. I'm okay with it. Sadly, I got drilled again this weekend. Seems like I can't get away from that place, but it is what it is. Alright, we'll see y'all in the morning. Well, good morning. Katie. Hey. Katie. Can't tell everyone good morning. Yeah. Well, we're here. We're getting loaded. Third truck back. It's fine. We're all going to the same place, running together all the way over there, so we're all waiting on each other. But yeah, we're getting loaded. Well, waiting to get loaded. Yep.
Hold on, we got 80,600.
It went over lightweight.
There you go,
Alright, so we're all loaded up.
I guess there's nothing, right?
Yeah.
Waiting on the last guy to...
What happened, Pat? You're looking kind of choppy there. What are you talking about, sir? Only 80,000? It was 80,680. Do what? So it was only 80,680. That's what I saw.
You good, Pat?
Let's go. Airbags all the way up there, lead driver.
Say what?
I don't think your airbags are fully inflated on your trailer, sir.
Nope, they are. That's just how it rides. Unless Pat messed with my shit again.
No, if you're looking the same way, I think it's because of that little overhang.
Yeah, my mud flaps ain't right in the ground.
Good point.
I'll check at this stop sign, but usually it does sit a little bit lower. I'm overweight on my rears anyway. Wakey, wakey. Cimarron. Be there. We're gonna stop, top off on fuel, you know, refuel and refit. Here in about 180, about 160 miles or so, and it's all within our ag exempt zone. Be heading to Cimarron. We'll get there late tonight. Hopefully all four of us can dump off. If not, we're in trouble, but I think we ought to be able to. No engine braking. wouldn't work getting out. It doesn't make any sense. Jason back there is going to have to step up his game if he's going to keep up with me. I mean, in hindsight, he can't. But 55, 60 mile an hour, he ought to be able to. Pretty far back there for just starting off. Well, as some of you might know, stuff happens in this world, right? Especially in trucking. You drive a vehicle, everywhere you go, stuff breaks. But you put more miles in a week than some people do on their vehicle in a year. Well, something happened today. Yeah. So the only thing we can find that would have caused this, with everyone that I've talked to, is that a few weeks ago I had a tire repaired. I think that's in another video. And we're thinking that when they did that, it got over torqued, and it slowly stretched the threads and stretched the lugs, and I finally gave out. Took about a mile. I felt a weird vibration, kind of heard some weird noises, but I'm kind of used to vibrations in this truck. And then I pressed on the throttle and there was nothing there, just engine revved up. So I was like, okay, that's weird, and I started to get onto this on-ramp here, and about that time I looked at my passenger side mirror and my tire was sitting next to the truck, and then like bounced into the lake here, and then came back into the ditch, went back into the road behind my truck. And I was coming this way, obviously on the interstate, and it bounced over westbound lanes, across the median, and into westbound lanes with oncoming traffic. And it'd be like, if you look at that sign, there's actually a bridge right there. It'd be in the creek at that bridge. So probably not gonna get that one back, but it sucks. It's a bad deal. Could have been a lot worse. Yeah, I could have that you know, Rogue rim and tire. You know, it was scooting down the road at 65 mile an hour when it crossed the median. So it very easily could have hit one of those oncoming cars and absolutely decimated it. And I mean decimated it. Probably killed whoever was driving. More than likely. Could have taken the truck out, hurt me, taken the trailer out. For a bad case scenario, it's the best case scenario. Am I gonna get a lot of backlash for it? Yeah. Yeah. Boss, mechanic, yeah, they're all mad already. I've only talked to one of them, but I know they're mad already. But it is what it is. You know, you gotta just roll with the strides. So with that, they're bringing me another truck, a little T680 coffin sleeper, a little itty bitty white thing. I have someone coming to pick up Katie, and yeah, we're gonna slowly try to finish this week out, hopefully with no more major issues. It's very nice outside, at least. It's, you know, I'm glad this didn't happen when it was like 40 or below, because then it's not fun. I actually had this happen, down in Georgia. I had when I was unloading, I happened to notice that I had 3 lug nuts gone. I mean, bolts sheared off, everything. And I happened to catch it then, so I didn't completely lose the rim and tire and whatnot. But it was still a really bad deal. I got stuck in Georgia for like 48 hours, which really wasn't bad. Essentially all that they'll have to replace on this is the hub and both rims, more than likely, because Like, you look a couple spot like that one. That one, that's not a circle. Most of them are not circles. But that one's real bad in particular. And if you look, it kind of ate the rim up just a little bit. And obviously, no, that's not good. There's supposed to be little luggy things right there. That's still very hot. Don't touch that. It's hot. But yeah, it's no burrito. Okay, I'm gonna continue to wait, and when we get the other truck, I'll fill you guys in. All right, so after a little mix-up, we made it to Cimarron. Obviously, if you can't tell, we're not in the same truck. Well, that's because we switched. Because you know, the tires and the rims on the other one and the hub and whatnot decided to go on vacation, so I couldn't drive it. I'm noticing there's 2 trucks sitting over here. I'm really hoping those are not the 2 trucks I was running here with. If it is, I'm kind of curious on why they're sitting there. And it kind of looks like it is. Yeah. Looks like they're full still. That's great news. Well, we will see if we can get unloaded. I really kind of hope so, because I just want to go to Sun City. I guess I can see if one of them texted me. They could have done that. That would have been handy. Nothing from them. I really hope I can get unloaded. I'm gonna go see if I can flag down this loader, and hopefully he speaks just enough English to where I can find out if I can get unloaded or not. But yeah, I will talk to you guys in just a moment. Alright, so talked to loader. I think he got the gist of what I was talking about. Oh god, this truck, I'm so tired of it already. The seat is it's like messed up, so if you push too hard on the front of the armrest, it moves forward. It doesn't lock in any like position. But he said we should be good to unload, so we're gonna come over here and scale in, do what we need to do, and go unload. not spray all your wheels down. Because it's a dairy and apparently there's some stuff going around that different diseases and stuff. They don't want you tracking anything in, even though we don't go to other farms really, or other dairies or anything like that recently. We'll do what they ask. They want me to spray my tires down, I'll spray my darn tires. Except this stuff it's windy, okay? Get this unloaded, scoot back over to Dodge City. Oh, this seat already driving me nuts. But scoot back over to Dodge City and get fuel, and then we'll make our way down to Sun City. To get loaded in the morning with Gibson. Well, it's no way those two bozos unloaded, because there's way too much lack of cottonseed for them to unload. So I'm not very smart. I thought I was recording that entire time, and apparently I wasn't. So I didn't get any of this on video, which is great. Huh, some YouTuber I am, right? Oh yeah, we're pretty well unloaded now. So thank you for showing up to the party late. I'm gonna pull forward just a little bit more. Aw, you gotta be kidding me. Cottonseed dust in my eye. Kind of being a little wanna baby bitch. That's alright though. Once in a while, you know, it's what some days you gotta be a little whiny baby. It's fine. Yep, that's my delivery. And this one stays with us. We'll turn it in with our other paperwork. There's all their milk cows. They got all their calves just a little bit further down here. Won't really be able to see them because it's dark outside, but they're there. Don't you worry. So over there they got all the igloos for the babies. And then over on the left side here, there's not baby, but not ready to milk. They're in that. I don't know how old they are. I don't know nothing about dairy cattle, but every once in a while you'll come up here and there'll be a calf just in the middle of the road, just hanging out, doing its own little thing. Alright, listen, I got a little tired last night, so I stopped. But we're getting over here to Sun City. A little bit later than what I wanted, but not a big deal. I'm not a fan of this truck. I'm empty. And I had to downshift to go up a hill. I already missed my horsepower. Already miss it. That's alright. It shouldn't take them too long to fix the hub. They're going to go ahead and do a service and whatnot to that truck, which it needed. I think this is going to be my last load for the week, as far as I know. It won't be too bad. Is there anybody even here? Okay, I see their car now. I got worried for a moment. I'm gonna have to probably flip around to open my tarp. So the wind's coming out of the north. So if you don't want to open your tarp if the wind is on the side of the trailer and the wind's halfway strong today. But if it's on the side of the trailer that the tarp's rolling with the wind, they can pick it up and make a parachute out of your tarp, and you don't want to do that. I don't know why I'm hurting so much, like just dying. By the way, this is the truck. Little coffin sleeper, bed's like not big, a bitty little thing. It's great. I had to use the bathroom while I was up here as well. Try to take advantage of the space when you have it. Inside of this truck's a mess, but luckily I'm only going to be it for not very long, so I wasn't too worried about really organizing where all my stuff is at, because I'm not going to be in it long enough for it to really matter. You know, I'll admit, I talk a lot of trash on these trucks. It's not that they're bad, right? They're decent trucks, other than the motor. It's got a back car in it, and oh man, I'm just not a pack car fan. But they're not bad trucks necessarily. It's just, you know, I don't know, in my mind, you know, a truck needs to be able to have enough power to get out of its own way, and these things just don't have it. It just, I mean, like I said, you know, I was empty and had to downshift to go up a hill. I shouldn't have to do that. But empty, it should be a second cruise and just forget you're even driving, honestly. But it is what it is. They're really not bad trucks though. I mean, yeah, this is a coffin sleeper, but like you get into some of the other ones and they're very spacious, they're very nice, they're very quiet, they ride nice. But I don't know, for me, honestly, it's too quiet. I like more background noise. I like a little bit more background noise. I like being able to hear my truck. Kind of keeps you awake. Like, these things just being as quiet as they are, it almost lulls me to sleep. I don't know, I'm probably just complaining for no reason. Alright, so we made it to Ome. We are late, technically. They stopped loading at 6, but we're here. They saw me, and they're like, nah, you can go ahead and unload. So, cool. Loaders are pretty cool here. Most of the time, as long as you have a... Oh, Air Force is out. Look at that. But most of the time, if you've been here 3 or 4 times, they'll kind of let you unload whenever, and they won't say much about it. What is that cage? I don't know if it was something with the cottonseed or something in this truck, but I think I'm having like an allergic reaction to it because my eyes are all messed up. I would be recording more, but the one of the loaders is standing right here watching me, so gotta be a little bit more picky choosy. But we're getting unloaded. Got backed up in here. Decided to change his mind. He wanted me to dump it right there where those concrete blocks are, but he just had to go back a little bit further, I guess. I'll get this off and then head towards Abilene, Kansas. Yep. Alright, so we got unloaded. I'm sorry, the guy was there kind of watching the whole time, so I couldn't record very much. I was kind of hoping to get a little bit more, but it is what it is. I think that's going to do it for this week's video. I'm going to head back to Abilene and go home and get ready for a fun-filled weekend of playing Army. If you enjoyed the content, please like, share, subscribe. If you've watched this far, I really do appreciate it. I honestly do. We'll see you next time, though.